Guys, I'm leaving out of this. That's my Sunday stream. I fulfilled my commitment. I held up my end of the bargain this time. But technically the Sunday stream was supposed to be 12 hours ago. Because that's when there's some overlap between time zones. This Sunday night is the worst. So I'm gonna go back to my recording studio. Wait, what happened? Wait, this is my recording studio. How did that end up here? Wow. How did I suddenly get here? Anyway, I'm gonna go back into my recording studio because I still got the end of Terranigma to record. Is magic, or maybe I'm also just the ghost of a fat king. You never know. Maybe next time, tune in for next stream, you'll find out more of the Zack lore. I hope this was chill, best we can do. There was a but on screen for most of the duration, so I don't think we have a lot of complaints. Really. But yeah, I still need to do the end of Terranigma. I pushed myself to do that 2 days ago or so, and then it turned out that nothing got saved in terms of town progression, so I had to start over, which meant a lot of travel and talking with NPCs and then leaving towns and then trying to get the progress to trigger. It wasn't always as clear cut, so it was quite... I just use waypoints, fuck the road. But it was very time consuming and draining. All the backtracking, going back and forth. And then once I did progress the towns, I still had to read all the NPC dialogue out for you guys, because then I'm just gonna show text on the screen without me reading it. Because people are not always gonna watch. Do people watch a lot of the times? I only do that when I'm depressed. Or I'm having food or something. I just have to listen. So unless there's voice acting, I feel obligated myself, based on my viewer behavior, to read everything. But Terranigma has the characteristic, the logical characteristic that towards the end it gets more dialogue heavy and story heavy, and there's a lot of quirky... It's fucking echo. I'm more of an echo than the ghost in the intercom, with the hallway door open. There's a lot of quirky dialogue, but then the story is also pretty heavy, and I will kind of want to do it justice, but I will not say that will be a good dramatic reading, but I do want it to get the attention it deserves, instead of just going just XQCing through the script. You know what I mean? I want to put some soul into it, even if I'll probably end up making fun of a lot of things that I shouldn't be making fun of. It's actually quite a heavy story at the end, and I'll probably be clowning around to make up for it. I don't know if that will save it, because it's still going to be quite tragic, but we'll see. I actually fucking dread it, but I have to get on with it. I have to get on with it. Oh, you like to keep the vid stream up? Because there is more to see in those streams in general. I try to keep the streams pretty fast paced, as you can tell. Cutting out the BRBs for the VODs and everything. Pre-recorded stuff allows for a lot more going on. Disco Elysium, though, is pretty good to just have on a second monitor, because a lot of the time we're standing in the same spot for 45 minutes. Could even stand and say, I think some people have longer options, longer dialogue trees even. I still didn't exhaust every dialogue option of Joyce, whatever her last name was, forgot. But I usually keep in mind people might be playing a game and have to stream on, which is why it's upsetting if people are like, no, I'm busy playing a game, let's not watch Zach. Come on. Come on. It's the perfect background stuff. Come on. Joyce Solemn Moneybags. Yeah. I thought her name was Joyce Clinton. She's giving that vibe very strongly. Joyce Bezos. We fleeced her for those hotel costs and broken window costs. I think she does represent this whole let's leave everything as is and let the money talk mentality that is subtly presented as not so ideal, but really nothing is presented as very ideal in this game. It seems just more tongue-in-cheek towards communism, which is why I like the Commie Cup answers. Just funny stuff. Everyone is a commie until the state confiscates every fucking last one of your pennies, though. So, let's see. I think I'm gonna commit to it. I think I'm gonna commit to my last of the many Terranigma chapters. I started streaming this game a long time ago. It's probably the first one I'll probably finish on stream for the stream. So I have it's my magnum opus really. My toothbrush is safe from what? What's going on with your toothbrush? I missed out something. I don't know what I said 2 seconds ago. Sometimes the lag is just longer than my memory. So because I've been playing this game over such a long time, I cannot say like it's too much effort. I've carried on and kept playing a game for such a long time, and I got through almost all of it. I might as well wrap it up, give it a good finish, give it a good send-off. Safe from confiscation from communal use, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be so sure. I heard they shot people over not handing over their toothbrushes in Venezuela. That's what happens. Then again, we are part of the LGBTQ mafia, which are known communists, so maybe we'll be doing the confiscating. We'll have all those rotten teeth as toothbrushes in our possession. It's part of the agenda, after all. Collectivize toothbrushes and finger our buttholes with them. They're onto us. Let's not tell them, though. Let's not tell them that they're right and that is the exact conspiracy. That the gays just want to confiscate everything. Let's put it up their asses. Politics, Zach. This is simultaneously sometimes the most political stream and the least political stream on Twitch. Because I don't think I ever have a political take that is in any way usable. I always have like the hottest sounding takes that the longer they go on, the more you're like, wait a minute, and then stop, what the fuck? And I like to keep it that way. Just leave it a little bit ambiguous where I'm standing. I actually don't know fucking... I'm too intellectually corrupt. Is that even a word? Intellectually corrupt? Yeah, you can be creatively corrupt, but intellectually dead, more like it. Gay state secrets, yes. Spilling them here on Twitch so people assume it's a joke. I've been pulling the string so long. Biden is one of my puppets, actually. That's the toothbrush guy, that's how we call him here. The Mafia HQ. What else? I'm just gonna be so relieved when I can move on from turning. I don't know what I want to move on to, but my resolution was only play what you want to play, and whatever series I have going on, be fucked. If I don't feel like playing it anymore, don't. Could be the best fucking stream game ever. If I don't feel like playing it, won't happen. But this is gonna be an exception, so I just need to get it out of the way. It's grammatically correct, therefore it is correct. I mean, you can say intellectually lazy, but there is an effort, so I can't say it's lazy. It's just that once what comes out is glitched. You could say it's corrupted data. So now before I keep overthinking the same stuff, I will end the stream. I'm still hilariously amused by the person that followed me that didn't seem to be a bot. But then I asked just to be sure if they were a bot, and they unfollowed me. Just because they were offended. That is the life of being a small-time streamer on Twitch. Everyone just feels so easily offended. They wouldn't fuck that. If it was a bigger streamer and they asked that personally, they were like, oh, they said my name. I'm so privileged. If it's another streamer with less viewers, somehow they get the impression that they are important and they matter, and I have no fucking rights as a human being to question their validity at all. Even though I'm swarmed more often by bots and scammers. But no, my position doesn't matter. I really want those entitled viewers to die and be collectivized. I want to have their remains collectivized and burned for my satisfaction at the great communist LGBTQ barbecue. There. Another hot take that we just can't do anything with. It's just so fucking out of pocket. Try and nail me on that one. He said I want to burn my viewers on the LGBT barbecue. Then people will be like, what the fuck are you on about? That doesn't... What the fuck are you on about? He also said he's from the gay mafia. What the fuck are you on about? See, that's how you get them. You just make it so out there, so absurd. It's what I call the Stalin method. Yes. So Stalin had this thing. I don't know if that was actually a thing. But he made things so absurd, so grotesque in his policies that in the minds of moderate foreign journalists, it couldn't possibly be that bad. Could it? Like, they had this normalcy bias. No, he couldn't possibly be just mass executing his own officers and politicians and party members. There's no fucking way anyone would be that fucking insane. The fucker was that insane. And he knew, but he was just saying enough to know that nobody would believe such a fucking insane plot. I coincidentally, perhaps not so coincidentally, I got a congratulation mail from LiveJournal. 19 years ago, yesterday, I made an account called The Stalin. LiveJournal. I don't know why I chose that name. I think I read a novel about Stalin at the time. And I thought it was a hilariously psychopathic main character. So I had somewhat of a, I won't say affinity with it, but a fascination. Or was it an affinity? Or was it me all along? What if I'm just a Time Lord that regenerated from Stalin at some point? When did he even die? I don't think that lines up with my timeline. A time-traveling Time Lord. So it could still line up, actually. Maybe Stalin is a future regeneration. Timey-wimey. Stalin Wallen. Fuzzy Wuzzy. Zaklor for you right there to ponder. Now, is it true or not? That's for you sleuths to figure out and discuss in the Zacharias subreddit. Sorry. Zacharias. People have been mispronouncing my name left and right whenever I show up in a chat somewhere. You never would have thunk. Subverting expectations. That's the strategy. Make it so absurd and insane that every confession sounds like a fucking joke. And that, because it just can't be real, it's just something that people wouldn't have considered possible. There's no way. I've just put all my former followers that unfollowed me in the Gulag Archipel camps, I guess. No way he would do that. Ain't no way. Bro, it's so funny that he just... Bro's just trying to be funny. Saying shit like that. Put him in a meat grinder. And fed him to his cat. No. Honestly, let's see. I think we ranted enough, but that was the case already 20 minutes ago. I don't want this in the VOD. I don't know if I'm going to keep any of this in the VOD. I feel very comfortable when I know no one is watching, but I don't feel comfortable looking things up. It's not going to be in the VOD because there was that sussy screenshot at the end of Breath of the Wild that I'm going to crop, and everything after it too. Zach Curious. Oh, that is a lost opportunity, but you retrieved it. Very nice. Is your Zach curious about me? I see it. I see it. You can do yours. Yeah. But I was already on so many levels of bullshit, I didn't think I needed a pun as well. Yeah, people have been mispronouncing my name. Because I realized it's not immediately obvious that the E and the U are separate. So you get something like Zacharus, Zacharus. And if you don't know where the stress is in a word, good luck with that. You don't know how to pronounce it properly. I just wish people call me Zach. It's obvious that you cannot get the name Zach on Twitch. So just put some shit behind it. But people really try to bother with the shit I put behind it. And then they struggle with it. And they end up speaking demonic. But yeah. It's Zacharias. That was the idea, at least, I had. Zacharias was the previous name. This is Zacharias. And definitely not Zakusi. There's one streamer, completely coincidentally, and not trying to be funny, but he said something like Zekurusi. Just not even a joke. I was very impressed with that ability. What the hell? Make up words every day? It's Hillian Pop. Haven't you heard of that? Oh, welcome, by the way. That's always nice. I was just wrapping things up. But yeah, I did a Breath of the Wild stream, and apparently there was a playlist in the background of J-pop, completely random songs. Or it almost felt deliberately the least memorable filler J-pop stuff. Quite generic. So I just renamed the stream to it. He was listening to H-pop. Yes, you did get here at the end. What made you tune in to this nonsense? I've been ranting out of my ass for the last 20 minutes. There's not been any Zelda for a while. What time zone are you even in? Because for me, this is the hour of the dead when it comes to streaming. Is when I divulge all my secret plans to torture my former followers. And I know nobody will be around to pick up on all the warning signs. EST. The fuck is that? I just feel very comfortable ranting at this time of the day. Normally you wouldn't catch me do that. So and it's also not gonna be in the VOD. You either were here or you won't. They'll never find out. 12:40. You're in the West. Got it. Got it. Because it's Sunday to Monday, and I always like, oh, Sunday people are going to be around. Or like 12 hours ago, yes. But I always end up streaming like at 4 a.m. for me, which is a bit late for most people, especially if they have to work. There's one thing I have to say about Americans, they have like 5 jobs. So they need to get up at 4 a.m. on Mondays. But that is awesome because that way you can be here for the next stream, which is going to be a banger. I am going to work on the next stream right away because a lot of what I do is a combination of live and pre-recorded. I do shorter pre-recorded VODs depending on who's there. Sometimes I adjust it because I know some people might like this game or that game better. And that way I also know that even if I'm a bit tired, the VOD is going to be good. We don't stand capitalism. We did actually have a whole play session of Disco Elysium dedicated to dunking on a Hillary Clinton-like character. Because she's too capitalist and globalist. And there were some undertones of communism there. And also 10 minutes ago, I confessed that I'm actually a regenerated version of Stalin. Like Doctor Who style regenerated. I know it's not a very American reference, but still. But those could be jokes or confessions. I like to leave it in the middle. But very awesome for you to follow me. Very cool that you're not a bot and you haven't brought up any art yet. Have you? Good. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Please. Please. I'm perfectly capable of making my own shitty emotes that nobody will want to use, regardless of whether I pay for them or not. No! No art. I will just have AI generated output. I'll fucking do a whole stream. I'm gonna do a whole stream of me generating Bing AI images. I'm gonna go like, this is so sick, this is so cool. Just to piss off the artists that have tormented me on this stream for the last year since I got affiliate. Following, and then like 10 minutes in, they're like, what about my art? Okay, don't do that. It's torture enough. You only get like one person checking you out a week. You're gonna be Nicki Minaj. She is AI generated whole error. You said about Nicki. What about Rihanna's forehead? You know how AI generates extra fingers and toes and stuff? That's what they did with Rihanna's forehead. Extra forehead, basically. I run an ad break to disable pre-rolls? No. That's what my Twitch dashboard just said. That's not... Anyway, I'll be on Discord, where I'll just post the highlights. Twitch calls them highlights. I call them remnants, relics, leftovers. Rihanna and the Burj Khalifa. Oh my god. Thank you. I need to look that up. Hold on. My references suck. They're very surface level, by the way. My gay references. Oh, fuck. Why did I not know about this? Oh. Oh, honey. I disappeared into a void. Sorry, the forehead swallowed me and the rest of reality for a second. The rest of the stream went into that forehead. Oh. That's a skyscraper, alright. She's going places. She's going places. You know what? You know what? This inspires me to rise up from my chair, like she's reaching for the skies. I'll watch it next time. I feel like I need to process this. This is a part of reality that's just trying to awaken a seventh sense within me. I feel like I cannot respond to it in the way I currently am. I need to level up to respond to this. The way she says Dubai makes me cry. I will watch it next time. No, I will watch it myself, so I have an opinion on it. Because also, I'm a little bit encaffeinated. If I'm gonna watch it now, you know, caffeine already makes you a little bit, gets your blood pressure up. I might actually die on stream from the fight or flight instinct kicking in, so I'm not gonna do that next time. All right, I'm not gonna fucking rest. I'm not gonna rest. I'm gonna be working on the next stream right now. There is a JRPG I need to wrap up, and after that, fuck knows what I'll be doing. Maybe salivating over some pixel dicks in The Sims 4. Which I would stream more. But honestly, the only thing it's good for is porn. So, and there's almost no gameplay to stream. The dicks are the gameplay. I don't even use Wicked Whims, by the way. But my characters do get dicks because I find it stupid when they don't have them. Except sometimes there's a glitch or something and they want to go take a dip in the swimming pool. I didn't say anything. And then they just stand there with their johns out. And have to like zoom out. Oh fuck, yeah, oh fuck, an outfit got deleted or an outfit got glitched or whatever. And sometimes it's the other way around. They go and take a shower and there's nothing between their legs. I have the mosaic removed. There's just nothing there. The worst part is when the game doesn't realize they're naked, because the dicks are kind of like clothing. So even when I put the mosaic back in, or to take the no mosaic mod out, the game thinks, oh, they got something under lower bodies. You use it? When are you going to stream that? Let's do a... Let's call it the banathon. Let's see how long it takes before you get banned. Twitch is extremely hypocritical about this stuff, by the way, because it will allow things like boobies and sex and dicks in games that have boobies and dicks and sex in them, like Baldur's Gate 3. That's the Baldur's Gate 3 rule, I guess. But in games that do not, even if you label your streams as get the fuck out, this is for 18 plus only, they're upset because then suddenly those are bad pixels of boobies and dicks and sex. And then kids may watch it, even though they're not supposed to, because the stream will say 18 plus. If I put that on there, you're not allowed to watch it. Kids will get shot before they get a chance to get traumatized by me. Very eager to shoot kids down in Minecraft. I just sometimes I forget about TOS. I was so focused on one aspect of TOS that I forgot about the other TOS aspects. About, you know, not threatening to shoot people in dead seriousness. But everything's about peace and love here, don't worry. Fucking hell, this is what happens on Sunday mornings. Unfiltered. I would love to see your Wicked Whims adventures. I'd love to hear all about it. But this is not the time and place, I guess. You were compelled? Okay, now I need to know. How do you use it exactly? In what way do you use it to enhance your gameplay? Does it add depth? Or does it just allow you to go deep? If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Putting on some fitting music. I've never really felt the need to do more with my characters than just make them taller and buffer, but that's about it. But that's just for representation. It's a lot like choreography. So there is pole dancing, is what you're saying. Does it mean that when you turn on the song on the radio, they start banging each other? You know how in The Sims 4, they absent-mindedly always walk up to radios and shit? And they go like, whenever they have a moment, instead of doing anything productive or leveling any skill, they'll be dancing, starting like, and before you know it, they're twirling around light sticks and stuff. But is it that bad that they just start spontaneously busting out some thrusting moves in Wicked Whims? Because if there's one thing I don't trust, it's Sims AI, even less so if it's modded. Because then suddenly those random behaviors that are annoying normally become a little bit questionable. When they just start fucking each other in the middle of, they call it, Send My Shuno markets. Cage bet. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into this because that sounds like it might be an offense. It sounds like it goes against my Victorian standards for my chat. So you're gonna have to send me some screenshots so I can judge if you are actually breaching my purity check. Should do that. And on that note, I haven't done this in a while. I miss doing it. Hold on, you wait for it. Should I do it during the ending screen? Am I even in the ending screen? Hold on. I'm gonna find myself here. There must be a camera somewhere. Oh, sorry, I didn't put Hornknee Gem yet in the credits, but it's fine. The credits probably won't roll properly anyway. Now, where is the camera source? What's the camera source again? It's been a while since I added it. Is it a video capture device? Alright, hold on. There we go. Send me that cage bet. I need to know if I need to put you in a horny cage. I like to monitor my mods to see if they're towing the party line here. If they are clean and pure. So do send me Oreo Sims 4 porn, please, for review purposes. And see if we need to send you to an education camp and there will be bondage involved. And cuffs. I bet that Greta's just stopped rolling just now because it just gave up. That's fine though. I'll fix it next time. Speaking of Rihanna, sure is omnipresent tonight. Rising high. Here we go. I cannot do it. Fuck. Miss Zacharias. Miss Zacharias. Miss Zacharias. Miss Zacharias. Goodbye.